I'm Nicole, and this is Tia from Calm Creations. I'm from Darvanalee Designs Studio. It is my Flosstube number 35, and I think it is Tia's number
25, I think.
25, yeah, I think we're about 10 behind each other.
Yeah.
All right, so we're doing things a little bit different today. We have an announcement. We have some FFOs. We have some whips. We have some stitchy kindness. We also have some haul, and we've got lots of stuff going on. So we decided that we were going to do it together today because we've got a little bit of a release for you guys. So welcome to our channels. It's great to have you all here. If you are new to meeting Tia, this is Tia from Calm Creations, and we will get to know her a little bit better in the video as we go along. We've done this before. We've done this back in February, and we sort of had a bit of a chat about it and decided that we might do this occasionally, a couple times a year or whatever, because we do stitch a lot together and Zoom a lot together. So we are going to get started. Tia didn't want to do the introduction today, so that's why I'm rambling on.
I'll just follow your lead.
It's just easier that way sometimes. So this will be going up on both of our channels. So we are going to start off with Tia, and she is going to show us her very productive past weekend of her FFOs. So what have you been up to, Tia?
Hello. So I've decided that I wasn't going to be, this was beginning of April, that I wasn't going to be doing School of Magical Stitches for the month of April, and I was going to be finishing a whole heap of smalls, and which I've done, and I've now FFO'd them. I showed them in my last Flosstube that they were finished, but now they've been FFO'd, so I'm going to show you those. So first of all, I've got the little cherries, and I've made that into a keychain.
Oh, they are so cute.
That's very cute. So, and then I've just put a little piece of Ada on the back to cover the back. So that's that.
Is that the key ring that you got when we went to All Threads Embroidery?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. So you finally put it to use. Awesome.
I put it together, so I'll be putting that on my keys. And the second piece that I finished was, if you remember, one of my goals for this year was to stitch successfully on a piece of linen, and I believe I've accomplished that. So I did a free chart by Satsuma Street called Sunshine, and I've stitched it on 28 count chalkboard, and I've now finished it.
That looks awesome. That's turned out so well.
Yeah, it's very cute.
And how did you like stitching on the linen?
Once I got the hang of it, I was okay. I struggled the first couple of times I tried because I was stitching in hand, and then I put it in a hoop and it was fine. It was perfect after that. So
it's turned out really well. I love it. And is it just, that's it, it's done, it's just going to go up on the wall in the hoop?
It's finished, yep, and I've put black felt on the back.
Awesome.
And it's up on the wall. So, and that's just framed in a 5-inch embroidery hoop. So,
and that was one of their free charts, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So that's a free one on their blog. You can head over there and have a look. We can put the link below if you're interested in stitching it. So
turned out
really well. Very happy with that.
And did you use the colourful colours or just your own?
Oh, okay. No, I used all the colourful colours. The fabric, they did theirs on a white fabric.
Yep.
And I thought because the colours were so bright, I think the black.
It looks wonderful on the black. It'd look great on white too, but the black I think really makes it pop.
It does. So
yeah, no, that's
very,
awesome.
very. I'll definitely be trying linen again. So I was very, very happy with that one.
It turned out really well. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. The next one I finished was one of the prompts for School of Magical Stitches was we had to stitch with the colour red or the word red in the name, in the floss name. So I stitched a little Mill Hill chart called Mary, and it had red in the, it's got a Santa hat and some mittens, and I finished that.
Oh, that has turned out so well.
Yeah, so
beautiful. And that's got beading and everything in it too,
yeah,
doesn't it?
That's got all loads of beads all around the brim of the hat. I put 2 little brads in there, and they've got sort of a greeny colour, and the little bells. Can you hear the bells?
That's so cute.
Yep.
That's going up on the wall or on the Christmas tree?
That one will be on the tree, I think. And then I've just put black felt on the back.
Yep. Awesome. It's turned out really well.
Yeah.
And is that on like a sticky board or?
No, that one I had a little, I think from the like $2 shops, you can buy the round sort of MDF coasters.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And so I just did a running stitch around the outside of the Ada and pulled it in tight on the board, and then just glued it to and then glued the trim around. So with the trim, that was a fat cord that I just cut sort of at an inch increments and ripped it. So that's what gives it the fuzzy sort of.
It's turned out really well. And is that the first time you've used that technique?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So I'm very happy with how. Yeah. And then just added some little ribbon and a little hanger.
Awesome.
So it's very, very happy with that one too. I enjoyed doing with, because I hadn't ever done anything in a circle. I was worried about how, if it was going to look bunched up and not look as good. Yeah. But I was really happy with how that turned out.
Okay, so did you use someone's tutorial or did you just
No, that one I just, because I had that coaster which I was going to paint and do something else on. Yeah. And I thought I'll use that because that's the perfect size. And then, yeah, I'd seen actually Priscilla and Chelsea do the fabric edging.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right, and then the last one that I've managed to finish is...
You beat me again!
My autumn. So I really, really love that one. It's
turned out lovely. I love it. Absolutely.
I didn't have any problems with this one. If you remember the last one, it didn't line up. There was, I don't know what I was doing, but this one was not a problem.
No, that's turned out really well. Really well.
So that just magnets on.
Yeah. Cool.
So, yeah.
That's turned out really well.
So that one hangs now.
Yep.
And then we've only got the winter one left for your stitch along to do.
Yeah, not too long before we start that. I better get a crack on and get mine finished.
So those are all my FFOs that I've done for the past month, which I'm very happy with. I've still got a few more to finish. I've got the little Dalmatian, which I'm thinking I might make into a pillow of some sort. And then I've got the little ornaments for the kids and grandkids to make, which will be little pillow ornaments for the tree. So
you have been very, very busy indeed.
And then I'm done.
Done. Alrighty, so I don't have any FFOs. You'll understand why I don't have any FFOs in a little bit when we talk about what we've been up to. And we've been MIA from Zoom for the last couple of weeks. We normally get on there every other night or every night. We're on there stitching away, but we've been MIA for a little while because we've been busy in the background. But there'll be more of that to come. So we're going to move on to WIPs now, and I'm going to start with one that I have been working on, and then we'll just go backwards and forwards on how we do it. So the first one, you might have remembered this from a couple of weeks ago. The first one that I was doing was the little Santa here. I can't lift it right up because the pattern's down the bottom, and it's called Ho Ho Ho, Mr. Claus, I think it's called. I still have a fair bit to go. I've still got some hose to go, and I've also got some snow to go and a tree. So, but I'm getting there. He's getting there, and a bit of the border. So I think
so good.
I just had the hat done maybe and a bit of his beard, but that was it. But I've got, yeah, a bit more border done, and yeah, so he'll be ready to go. And I was going to do him as a little flat fold, but I'm actually going to make him a little ornament for down the bottom of the tree because he's small enough but big enough to go down the bottom of the tree. So yeah, so I've got that one. So what
He's
was one of the
looking
ones
great.
that you worked on, Tia?
I've only got 2 whips that I've been working on because I've been doing all the other stuff.
Yep.
But I got out my long dog sampler and I've done a little bit on that. So
Awesome.
you'll see I've done a little bit up here. And so that's just about a page finish.
Awesome. It's coming along nice. I love that orange that you chose. That variegated orange is beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if you
absolutely beautiful.
Can a bit better.
Yeah, no, it looks really good.
And my needle minder.
Yep. They're the ones that you made the other week?
Yes, I did. Yes.
That turned out well. Awesome.
Yeah.
You had a lot of fun with that.
That's all I've been doing.
Okay, so I have been working on my nemesis, which is the Hello Pumpkin. So this is what it's going to look like when it is finished. I'm nowhere near finished because I'm constantly working on this. So I've got this. I think last time I had a couple of these little infills in. I finished off this leaf. I finished off this leaf. I've added in some infill. We've got the tails finished, and we've got some little cheeks going in there and part of his face. I think part of the face was already done last time. I've had to move it over in the Q-snap as well because I'm starting to come up here now. And I got this as a kit, so the fabric was already cut, the floss was already done, and on the card and all the rest of it. So it's a really easy one to pull out and work on when I need to. I don't have to worry about trying to chase up floss or anything like that because I don't put my floss into each individual thing. I just
I don't either.
Yeah, I just pull it out as I need it. So it's coming along. I've still got a long way to go. Along. This poor owl has had no eyes for the better part of 2 months. He needs to get some eyes sooner rather than later. But I'm hoping that I'll get some done on that each morning this month. So hopefully that'll move it along a little bit more. So what's the next one that you've worked on, Tia?
Slowly but surely you'll get them done. Yeah,
I'll get him done. Hopefully I'll have it done by the end of October, and that's her birthday. So I was hoping to have it done by Easter, and as they say, best laid plans always go awry. So if I've just pushed it to her birthday now, so hopefully it'll be done by then.
Oh, that's lovely. She'll love it no matter what.
That's it. That's exactly right.
So the other one that I've been working on is I've got a new start. So I finally got my Cricket Collection Autumn hanging up, and that sort of prompted me to hurry up because now I need to do winter before winter because I can't have autumn hanging up all year round. So I've started the winter chart by Cricket Collection. So
it's going along well.
I've just done the W.
Yep. So we're going to put a question out to everybody that whoever's done this chart before, on the W, there's a little, if you could bring a bit closer there, Tia, there is a little red something or other. Now, we don't know what it is. We're trying to work out what it is. I think it may be a red brick chimney because of the smoke coming out of the top of the W. Tia, what did you think you thought it was?
I thought it was a cup of cocoa or
so if anybody knows what it is,
have a guess.
Leave a comment down below and tell us what it is because we got nothing at all. But it's coming. You've done heaps since the last time I seen it.
Yeah, so hopefully I've only got less than a month now to get it done and FFO'd so that it can replace autumn. As much as I'd like to keep my autumn up there all year round, I don't think that will happen. So that's what I've been working on.
Awesome. Well, the next one that I've been working on, I've actually got 2 more that I've been working on. So I actually did get a little bit of stitching in more than I realised. So the next one that I worked on was, when I find the cover shot, is the autumn. This is the one that Tia just showed finished.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm behind. So I actually have to get a crack on. I need to do that this weekend and get it at least FO'd. I won't get it fully finished because, yeah, I'm just far too busy for that apparently. So I might have to send all my finishes down to you, Tia.
Not a problem, I don't mind.
Last time you seen this, I think I didn't have anything on the trees. The house was partially done. and the bird was definitely not there. So I got all the house finished. I've got all the trees done. I've got the pumpkins in. I've got the leaves on the grass. And I think I've just got the cloud to do up the top and the inside of the windows. And then that's done, and I move down to the words. So I really don't have that much left. So when you look at the chart, you can see here, I've just got this part down here to do. So not really a lot to do in the scheme of things. And so I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to get it finished this weekend, I think.
Absolutely. That bottom half doesn't take very long at all. The most time consuming part is that top half.
Yeah. And I did most of that, I think, at the retreat that we done last month in March. So I got most of that done then. I did have a little bit of it done, but I just sat there and plotted away and just kept putting stitches into it and making sure that I was progressing. And I did do a lot last weekend, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Not weekend, just gone the weekend before. The last weekend in April, I did a fair bit of that. But I'm very keen to get it finished. I'm not changing up any of the words either, because I think that fits our autumn as well.
I think so.
Yeah, that it definitely fits. Yeah, apple cider, all that sort of stuff. So yeah. Yes. All right. So Tia doesn't have any more whips. No, that's it. All right. The other one that I worked on this week, and I didn't really get that much in, was my Halloween Quaker. I've got a bit of a glare there, so that one there, and I'm working on this motif, which is bordering onto page 3. And still on page 2, so I'm right on the edge there, and I've left it in the hoop because I've got another live stitch with me on Monday for it, so I've just left it in its big hoop, and that is it there. So you can see here, I'm up in here working on that one. Hopefully that's coming through nice and clear. She's coming along wonderfully. I've decided that I'm actually going to put, I've got these threads that are used for hand embroidery, but they're fine enough to go through the floss on top. So I'm actually going to put a little bit of sparkle into the moon, a little bit of silver and gold sparkle through it, and just put a little bit of shimmer in it. Without going too heavy-handed with Krynic or anything like that. So, but I'm loving this, how it's coming together.
It's looking so good.
Yeah, I would have liked to have been a little bit further on, but we have been super busy and I haven't had a chance. So I got all this done, one side of this line here, and I got all this done on Monday, and that took me an hour to do because I did that while I was doing the live stitch with me. So, but she's going to get some more love this coming month. So, sorry, in June, because I'm doing Mania this month, and I'm doing a monogamous Mania. Although I could fit some stuff during, like I've committed to that for 3 hours a day. So hopefully I can, but I can't show it to you because I actually haven't done any. First 6 day of Mania, and I can't show you because I haven't done anything. So it's not even a whip. No. So yeah, I can't even show. Like, it's just the things that have been going on in the background. You'll understand totally why I haven't done anything. So my plans now is to drop into Mania from today, and basically I'm going to start. I was only going to do it from 6:30 to 9:30, 10:30 at night. I'm actually going to start that a couple of hours earlier now, and then I can catch up that week that I missed, if that makes any sense at all. Probably none. But anyway, they're the plans. It does.
Good plan. Good plan.
But, yeah, they're my whips for this fortnight, because it's been 2 weeks since I've done a Flosstube. So, yeah. All right.
Fantastic.
So, do you have any haul at all?
I have got a little bit of haul. I'm still waiting on 2 things to arrive, but I have bitten the bullet, and I've decided I am going to have a go at...
I knew you would do it!
Yes. So her name's Lily, and she's a Nora Corbett chart, and she's just so cute. I've always had a thing about faces not looking right. Now, she hasn't really got a face, so that's why I chose her.
Yeah. Very
so
nice.
I'm just waiting on the beads to arrive and the fabric.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm very happy with her.
So what fabric are you going to do it on?
It calls for 32 count, 32 count antique white Jobelin. So that's what I've got coming.
Okay, cool, awesome.
So it's first time doing a Mirabilia and first time on 32 count. So we'll see how that goes.
So what's she called?
Her name's Lily.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right.
So she's not bead heavy, which is probably a good thing. Yeah. She's only got 2 colours of beads, and which I believe there's a few in her wings, a few at the end of her antennas, and a few in her hair. So she hasn't got a lot. So yeah, I'm really excited to try her. I did it. I've gone down that rabbit hole.
Oh no! And there she goes. Say
And
bye
there she
to ya. There she goes down the rabbit hole. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not going to be doing them. I actually was looking at my long dog sow the other day. Long dog sampler one that I got, and it's spangled, and I'm actually not liking the fabric that it's on. Like I've only done a couple of hundred stitches in it, and I'm not rating it. I think I need to get something else. So I'm actually considering doing it on a 32 count linen, a lighter, it's very sandy on that, but I'll go more into that when I've made my decision. I've been looking at a few different linens that I want to work on. At the moment I've got an 18 count Ada, and I'm just not liking it.
Is that what you're doing it on currently?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing it on currently. So yeah, I'm right. I really like the long dogs, and I cannot get myself to the Mirabilia or the Nora Corbett's or what.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, I just don't like them. I love the beauty of them, and like actually I tell a lie. There is one that I probably would do. It is I think it's the crow. She's got crows on her.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like I can't think of the name of her. Yeah, it's it's escaping me now what it is. But she's standing there. She's got like a horned headdress on her, and she's got crows on her, and she's in dark greens, and I've seen it done in greens and blacks and stuff like that. So that's probably the only one that I would do.
Resisted for so long, and I was always drawn to them, but I always worried about their faces. Yeah. And because she's sort of on a glance, she hasn't really got a face, so she hasn't got details of a face, which is always what you look at first. Yeah. So I thought I'll give that one a go and see how we get on. Might be my first, might be my last, who knows. So
and it may never get finished.
Might get stuffed in a box somewhere.
In the timeout corner.
Yes, for a long time.
Oh, dear me. All right.
So that's all I've got for haul.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, I got a few things in this week. So, as you know, those that have been on my channel for a while, you would know that I'm doing the Snow Village. Well, I've done a little bit of a start on the Snow Village, but I'm collecting the patterns, so that's a hobby in itself. So
it is.
The next one just came in yesterday, and it is called Snow Boutique. So that is number 8, I think.
Oh wow.
11 all up. So that's the latest one that's come in. So that will go into the pile. Beautiful. And I ordered my fabric for the Shores of Hawk Run Hollow, so that's came in, and that's rustic 28 count. It's absolutely beautiful, even weave that one is. That I absolutely love working on it. It's a really good fabric to work on. And that is all that came in on that. So, well, actually something else came in as well, but I'll show you that in a minute. It was a piece of linen that came in, and I'll show you in a minute what that looks like. But that's all that's come in for my haul this week. And yeah, that's all pretty much that. I don't have anything else coming except for my next hawk run at the end of the month, which will come in. So yeah, that's about it.
Well done.
So did you get any stitchy kindness this week?
No, I didn't this week. I've been just collecting bits and pieces for finishing, but I haven't received any any stitchy kindness this week. What about you?
Tia's favourite pastime, shopping for finishing supplies.
Yes.
Anybody need a personal shopper? Contact Tia.
That would be me.
She will
Only
go
for craft
all your
supplies.
finishing. Yeah. So I did get some stitchy kindness, and it was way over there this week. So I was lucky enough and very surprised actually that I received a parcel from Ilse down in Victoria, and she was doing a bit of a clean out, and she sent me, and now it's still in this package. So I wanted to keep it all together. So she sent me a parcel of lots of little goodies, and it only came, when did it come? It come not yesterday, the day before. No, it must have been yesterday. No, yesterday it came, not Monday. So yeah, so that came in yesterday, and I haven't had a chance to even thank her yet to send her an email. So I was frantically getting some stuff sorted last night. So I'm going to send her an email directly after we finish recording here. But if you watch this and you don't see the email, Elsie, thank you so much for the lovely parcel. It's absolutely gorgeous. And she sent me a little note with it as well and just said, you know, hopefully you can use them. If you can't, you know, give some to Beck or give some to someone that you know that might use them and pass them on. So I'm actually going to use some of the stuff for giveaways, and I'm also going to stitch some stuff as well. So the first one that got sent to me, and it has all of the floss I can see in there as well. And it is called, it's a hand embroidery one. And it's called, it's from Crabapple Hill, and it is called Nesting Time. And it's just a sweet, I'll try not to get the glare on it, it's just a sweet little vase of flowers.
That's
and
cute.
It comes with all of the floss.
Wow.
So these are things that she's just found in her her collection that she was cleaning out. So, and she didn't have any friends to pass it on to, so she thought that I would enjoy it. And so I am going to enjoy that because I've been getting right into the hand embroidery of late. The next one she sent to me was from Hugs and Kisses, which I think she is an Australian designer actually.
Mm-hmm.
She just recently did a stitch along on Instagram, a Christmas one. So this is the Applique Club, and it's a wrist pin cushion. So this is going to be a future giveaway on our Finish It Fridays. So I've got that one.
It.
And this one I'm going to stitch up myself. This one is a Mill Hill counted glass bead one. I've not done a complete beaded one, so I'm going to stitch that one up myself. That'll be a first for me. Another gorgeous one. And then we've got a couple of other ornaments as well, and these will be giveaways on our Flosstube. So we've got a couple of Christmas ones. I'll have them as giveaways closer to Christmas. They're very cute, not very big. And they are complete kits. So they come with all of the floss and 14 count aider, and there's also a needle in there as well, and also instructions. So yeah, so from what I can see, it's got all the floss and everything in there as well. So those two cute little ones, they'll be giveaways towards the end of the year. And then my favorite pastime, some English paper piecing. So this has already pre-cut hexagons in it. Just pull the, see what it actually is for. So it's got some stuff in it. It's a row by row by the looks of it. Yeah, it's just a mixture of stuff, I think. Yeah, so there's a row by row template sheet for like a wedge thing for a pattern.
Ah, that's lovely.
I think in the United States, they run each year. They used to do like a row by row quilt where they do like number plates and stuff like that, and you go around to the different shops and all the rest of it and collect all these things and you put them in a row, and then they have a competition. So similar sort of concept there, I guess. And she sent me some hexagons already pre-cut in some little, that's a little cute fabric. Look at that.
Oh, that's cute.
Little geisha girls. And they're like Asian inspired ones. So there's a plain one there. Might be able to make a nice coaster with it, some fans and whatnot. So yeah, so they were in there. They are for a set of doesn't really show. Oh yeah, yes it does. It's not a very big picture, but it is for a set of wine coasters. So that's the wine cup there. So they're like,
yes.
you know, those I did a couple of months ago, I did some like origami style pot holders to get your stuff out of the oven and stuff. Similar sort of concept, except it slips over the bottom of the glass. So you don't have to worry about carrying a coaster. So that's what they're for. So I might actually make a couple of those because I like to drink. I drink my orange juice out of my wine glass.
Yes.
And the next one, which I am actually going to stitch this one up because I absolutely love it, and I think this will get hung with pride of place in my studio. It is called Grandmother's Time Home Decoration. It is a cross stitch, and it looks like a cupboard of quilts.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm going to stitch that one up, and that is by Maria Van. Yeah, I'm not even going to say that last name. There you go. You can all knock yourself out and try and say that name. I'm not. So, it comes with all the floss and the fabric.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a complete kit, and I just love it. I don't know. I just love it. It just reminds me of those antique cupboards full of quilts. So you can see that there's a pile there, and there's the quilt hanging over. And there I go again doing another quilt after I said that I wasn't going to do a quilt.
Yes, I thought we spoke about this.
We did speak about this, and obviously I'm a naughty little girl and I don't listen to what other people say. So thank you so much, Elsie, for those beautiful charts and everything. I'm going to share the goodness around with everybody, so a few people will end up winning them as for the competitions and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm very excited to be able to give some of that away and also to stitch some up. And yeah, I'm going to have fun doing those. I'm looking forward to doing both the embroidery and the cross stitch. So I have to slot them into my starts. I don't know when I'm going to start them, but I will look at doing that in the next couple of months for sure, because they are cute. I like them. I like them a lot. And
very nice.
That is all of my Stitchy Kindness this week. So thank you very much, Elsie. I really appreciate that. All right.
Fantastic.
So do you have anything else that you want to cover today? Any giveaways or anything for your Flosstube?
No, I haven't got any giveaways, but I've been doing a few other crafts. I had my grandson here, not last night, the night before, and with the weather change, it's getting a bit cooler now. So the other yesterday morning, I crocheted him a little beanie made out of really nice fluffy chenille wool, but he's taken that home now, so I can put a picture in.
You sent me a picture, so I should be able to slot that picture in there.
Yep. So there'll be a little photo of him with his little beanie on. And I also started knitting him a little cardigan. So all I've done is one sleeve. It's just got plain down the bottom, and then all the rest is knit. So that's just the beginning of one sleeve. So that didn't take very long. I should have this done, you know, in a couple of weeks, all time depending, of course. But we'll put a picture in of the finished cardigan. And I'm just using a double knit wool by Stylecraft in the colour Meadow.
I am so going to have to get you to teach me how to knit. Like I can read patterns. I think I can read the patterns. Like I understand what they're trying to say in the patterns and all the rest of it, but like trying to read that and stitch it and all the rest of it, yeah, it doesn't work for me.
Took me a long time, but I got there.
So in saying that, I actually haven't sat down and done any knitting. So like I can knit and I can sort of purl. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Savannah is really good at knitting. She just sits there and knits. She's like a little old lady.
Yeah, she's done a great job on her blanket that she's doing. Very clever. She's
still doing it. Her name that Mia gave her, Nana, suits her down to the ground.
It does. That's gorgeous.
I just got an interjection there, so if you hear that, stop gossiping about me when I can hear you. Talking about you, not to you. She's off in the background. Well, I haven't been doing much of anything other than what I'm going to show you in a little bit, but I do have a competition that I've been running on my channel, and for the last month, or the month of April, we had a giveaway in the process where I got people to comment and on various videos and all that sort of stuff, and we have a fat quarter of hand-dyed fabric called Splice. It was out of my Sassy Pouch that I was a subscription that I was getting. So we actually have drawn a winner, and the lucky winner is Aussie Maria. So if you can contact me, so congratulations, and if you can contact me, my email's down below. If not, if you can't find it, it's askme.dds@gmail.com. So if you can send me an email with your address, I can get that out to you, and I look forward to seeing what you are going to make with this. I mean, you could cut this up and do some smaller stuff and not necessarily have to use the whole piece, but you have a fat quarter of fabric coming your way. So congratulations, and thank you so much for being such a great participant in the competition and being a regular on my channel and also over on Tia's channel as well, because I think she's won something on your channel as well, hasn't she?
She did. She won my project bag and little travel pouch. So yes.
Very good. So lucky lady, winning lots of stuff. So I don't actually have anything for the giveaway this week, so I will announce what I'm going to be giving away next week when I do a single, not a double one. So yeah, so just make it nice and easy. That will run for about 4 or 5 weeks, and then we will give that another item away. So you'll have to come back next week and tune in to find out what it is. All right. So that pretty much concludes our Flosstube for this week, but we have a little bit of an extra for you. So as most of you cross stitchers know, we do have a hashtag happening over on Instagram with all the creators have been putting up, is it hashtag Be Well and Stitch?
Yes.
Yep. And they've been doing free charts. Well, that got me to thinking, and then me dragging Tia in on the little escapade of creating a cross stitch. That's how it started. And then I had this harebrained scheme at 2 o'clock in the morning. And no, I did not email or message Tia at 2 o'clock in the morning. I waited to a respectable time of 8:30 on Sunday, so she had time to go to church and do all her thing. And then I said, I don't know if she goes to church or not, but in my eyes, that was a respectable hour. Math should be done by 8:30 on a Sunday morning.
Absolutely, yes.
So I had this harebrained scheme that I was going to drag Tia in with me and create a cross stitch pattern, which I had already been working on for a couple of weeks. And then I thought, well, you know, hey, we've got other crafters in the DD's crafting group, and both Tia and I do lots of different crafts. So we set about doing couple of other things along with that cross stitch chart. So we've got the cross stitch chart. We also have a hand embroidery chart, and we also have a mini quilt for people to make. So these are all free for you. And we have been insanely busy over the last couple of weeks. We were hoping to get it all finished, done and dusted by last week for the 1st of May. But unfortunately, fabric and supplies were a little bit hit and miss and didn't arrive on time. So I basically went to ground on Friday when the last piece came in, and I re-emerged today, and we are good to go for the release. So I'm going to start with Tia first. She done the solid favour for me and put together the pattern for the mini quilt. So she has put all the pieces for you that you need to cut out, the words, reverse them, and all that sort of stuff for you to make it super easy. And she is now going to show us the mini quilt finished.
All right. So these will all be available as downloadable PDFs. We've put them all together as free charts. So here is the mini quilt pattern, the mini quilt all stitched up.
And it basically, we've made a little bit of a play on the words with the B and all shall be well. And it's just to remind us that while everything is up in the air and crazy and insane and everything like that at the moment, this is just a small reminder that all shall be well in the end. You know, we are going to get to the other end of it. Everything will fall into place. And as I said, we wanted to cover all the crafters that that we do. Like we do I do quilting, and Tia does quilting and hand stitching and all that sort of stuff. So that's where the mini quilt come in. And as I said, Tia has put the PDF together for that, and they are all available as a free download over on Darvanalee Designs website, and they'll also be available on Tia's blog. I've just got to email her all the stuff. So, and the links for everything will be down underneath this video as well. So it's turned out beautiful, Tia. You've done a fabulous job on that.
Thank you. I really enjoyed doing that. That was my first mini quilt, and it will hang proudly in my home.
So do you want to just talk us through what you've actually done and the size of that?
So sure. So finished size, it was 14 inches, and the circle that it's based around is 10.5 inches, and it's got a lovely black and white striped border. I won't show you the back because I didn't change my thread colour. And yes, I've just drawn out all the shapes of all the appliques and fused them down, and then hand stitched around them with a blanket stitch. So there's a little bit of stitching in there and some French knots, and yeah.
And how did you quilt it?
I've just done a 1.5 inch cross hatch just on my sewing machine, and it came out really, really lovely. I'm really happy with it.
It did. It turned out beautiful. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yes.
So hopefully all our quilters will enjoy doing that. So that is a free mini quilt, and it is, what did you say, it was 14 inches finished?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've included the words for you. We've also included all the bits and pieces that you need to cut out, and also a template to create your circles. So just to draw your circle out, just a half circle, just place it on the fold, and then you'll be able to get that circle for your placement. All right, so the next one that we decided to create, and I can tell you this was a mission. This was a whole new learning curve for both Tia and I. We scoured everywhere looking for how to turn hand drawings into a vector PDF, good, traceable file. It took the better part of Sunday to do this one particular day. Both of us on Zoom, and we were sharing and all that sort of, sharing the screen and all that sort of stuff. So this is the hand embroidery. Okay, so you can see that I've stitched it out. There's a couple of different stitches there. We've got a fishbone stitch, we've got satin stitch, we've got French knots, and we've got tiny chain stitch. And you might be noticing that we have some color on it as well. So what I've done for you is I've stitched this out. I haven't done a stitch with me or anything like that with it, because hand embroidery is pretty basic. We've got some how to do satin stitch and French knots and the tiny chain stitch. I've still just got to do the fishbone stitch, but that'll go up in the next day or so. So you'll be able to find that as well in the playlist. But what I've done in the pattern for you, which is a PDF pattern that you can download, it's got your tracing file. It also has a page there where the placement of the colors is, and it also has some links to a finishing video, so how to turn it into a circle pillow with a gusset, and also how to use your crayons to color in your embroidery. So and they're in list of how to do them. So you want to do the crayon part first, and then you do your stitching, and then you do your finishing. Okay, so that is all there for you. And it's not about, this one I've done in, I think it was about 8 hours. I did this with the colouring, the stitching. Took about,
looks fantastic.
Yeah, about 8 hours all up for the colouring and the stitching, and then it was about half an hour to 40 minutes to do the cushion. Super quick and super easy, but you'll actually have 2 videos there that are linked up in the pattern. So if you're on your device, you can just click it and it'll take you straight to the YouTube channel for a tutorial on how to do both of those things. And the next one, which is what started it all, was the Krossword. So this past weekend, and why I didn't start Mania is because the fabric came in on Friday afternoon and I had to start the cross stitch. So this cross stitch will take you 26 hours to stitch. Okay, I know this because I timed it. Okay, again, it is the All Shall Be Well. And this is why I couldn't show an FFO. I actually do have an FFO for this week. I have stitched this since Friday, and I FFO'd it last night. I finished the stitch on Monday night, was it, Tia?
It was, yes.
So this is what I have done with it. So we've got a tie on the back. I've cut it into a circle. This was a Lazy Susan that I got at Big W, and it is 11.5 inches wide. This is
perfect.
Yeah, it just fit perfectly on it, so it hangs up really nicely. And then I've just hot glued some little flowers down the bottom. So yeah, so we've stitched all that out, and I'll just bring it a little bit closer so you can see there. We've got some French knots in that as well, just to tie it off. So every one of the charts have those red French knots in it, and the chart and the words and everything like that. So yeah, so
you have done an amazing job.
Thank you. This one I can honestly say is the quickest piece that I've ever done. I started on Friday, finished it on Monday, and FFO'd it last night. So that was the quickest one. And basically, yeah, so I'm really, really, really happy with how it's turned out. And that is going to take pride of place in my bedroom. I've got a hook there, and yeah, so that will hang up, and I will know all shall be well. And the cushion will be going on my bed, so I may hang this up in the lounge room or somewhere else. But I love these little flowers that I found. They're so cute.
Yeah.
They just
it works perfectly.
Yeah, they do. So they, as I said, will be all available over on DarvanaleeDesignStudio.com on our free patterns page, and Tia will also have those files on her blog, which I cannot remember the name of your blog. What is it, Tia?
Calm Creations AU.
Yep.
Yes, .blogspot.
Yep, no worries. Awesome. So we'll have all those links down below for you, and hopefully we'll get to see a few of you stitching these all out. And while it is a little bit late in the hashtag, we still feel that it was quite relevant for now, because everything will be well and we'll all get to the end of it. But that is the end of our Flosstube and our release. So we hope that you all enjoy it and you have a great time stitching it. If you've got any questions, you can always ask us at the bottom of the video, and we'll be happy to answer those, like for where to find things and all that sort of stuff, or what we did in our crazy manic state of creating. We did well, Tia. We did well.
We did. We pulled it off.
The cross stitch had been in being designed for quite a few weeks before we decided to do the embroidery and everything. So basically within 2 weeks we got it all sorted. So yeah.
That's
so
right.
it was,
yes. You and your crazy ideas.
all right.
All right, we've done it now.
We've done it. It's our first collaboration, and hopefully we'll see a few more collaborations from Tia and I in the coming, well, not in the coming months. We've got a few other things on the go at the moment, but yeah, we're hoping to do it again, and you'll get to see our craziness and how it all works out. So have you got anything else for to share today?
No, I haven't. That's everything from me. So yes, I've really enjoyed doing our first collaboration, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a great time doing it. A lot of zooming and recording, and working out what we're doing. But yeah, that's all from me this week as well. So we're going to sign off for now. So as I always say, thank you very much for joining me today. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button on both our channels and the little bell icon beside it, and then that way you won't miss out on any future posts. And for those that don't know, my name's Nicole Reed from Darvanalee Designs Studio, and this was Tia joining me here today as well from Calm Creations, and we look forward to seeing you over on our channels. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye.
Bye for now.